Hello, hello. So, this is my very first live broadcast on Facebook. I must admit, I am dying of nerves and about to explode from excitement all at the same time. Really hope I've got this going okay so that I'm not just kind of talking into the void. I think I have. I can see myself. So that's a bit exciting. Today, I wanted to walk you through the whole of the new kit that's come out in the membership. So this is our Cornflower Cottage kit. As you can see, I don't know if you can see how many pages I've got here, but this is a big, big kit. There's a lot to it. So settle in, grab yourself some tea. I've just had a big drink to sort of last me as we get through this. It's a beautiful winter day here in Canberra. Bit sunny, which is nice, but still cold. Would love to hear what it's like for you. Alrighty, let's get going. So first up, what I'm going to do is I've got so many pages here, guys. It's just enormous. Gosh, I do know where to start. I actually planned this. That's a bit unusual, but there we go. So this is our first lot of papers. There are, in the membership, there are 60 of these double pages. I've only printed out 11, which is all I need for my journal, but it does mean that there is a lot of choice for you to go in and to sort of build it how you want. If you want more of the florals and not people, you can do that. If you want more people, you can do that. I've got some lovely gardeners and some older people in there, as well as some young people too. So it's quite a range. Got some landscapes as well as some greenhouses. So I'll go through the ones that I've printed. Would love to see what you decide on if you decide to make this journal. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. Live made me go portrait, so I can't go. I was struggling to fit it all in, but we'll have a little wiggle and kind of go as we, have fun as we go. So this is my first one. So pretty, hey? This is the next one. There's a few cats in there. So I love this little puss. Reminds me of mine, different colours, but the sleeping's the same, hey? Next one, we've got some little seed packets and a girl keeping her ledger, greenhouse, and a lovely cosy cottage scene. Next up, more of these beautiful cornflowers. And this is our signature girl. Isn't she gorgeous? I love her little blue hair. And just some beautiful botanicals. This kit just has a life of its own. It really took off. When I first started designing it, I just really got into it, and it sort of just grew organically. Sometimes you have to plan things. This one, no. This one just wanted to be born and wanted to come into existence. So here we are. There's one of our beautiful gardeners, and just some landscape, as I mentioned. More beautiful girls. Lovely girl at her desk, and the greenhouses, as I was saying. And we've got some more landscapes and the cottage itself. There we go. And just some flowers in a mason jar and our beautiful girl again. So they're the pages that I selected to go in my journal. As I said, I printed 11, which is probably going to be more than enough, I think. I have printed out the covers that I've selected. So there are 6 different covers to choose from. I've chosen 2. They kind of go together. So there's like 3 pairs, if that makes sense. So I've chosen 2. These are the ones that I've selected. This one and this one. And I'm going to use this spine here because it was just sort of so, I don't know, it's so pretty and so earthreal, I thought, that I'm going to use that one. So it's a little bit wider than sometimes when I make them. Given the size of this kit though, folks, I really think that I'm going to need the extra space to pack it out. So I am going for a slightly wider one. My struggle is, as always, to fit making a journal into a month with doing videos and everything else. So, but I'm going to do my best, and we'll see how we go. Okay, so that's all the papers. Oh, I didn't show you the backs, man. All right, so the backs, there are 90 of these for you to choose from. So huge selection. I've just chosen kind of random, but obviously very sort of botanical and aged. They're all like this, and they're so pretty. So pretty. All right. And so there's lots of space for you to stick things on and put things in. Try and leave a lot of room. So again, some sort of more plain pages that you can embellish, and some that have got their own sort of designs already. And different styles too. I do like to mix and match my styles in these writing papers, because I just find that it just gives you a bit of variety, you know. Junk journals are supposed to be kind of, they're not supposed to be anything really, but really they're conglomeration of random ephemera and bits and pieces of things, right? So it's always good to have some different styles, same theme but different styles. So everything works together, but you've got that variety. Okay, so just wandering through our papers. Aren't they beautiful, hey? I just love putting these together. So this is one of the pattern papers. There are 30 of these. And as I said, of these sort of writing kind of papers, there are 90 to choose from in this kit. This is a massive kit, folks. We've got some double-sided ones too, which is awesome. And some more that are very plain, which gives you some writing space. So lots to choose from, different styles, all really pretty. Okay, so this, all of these are listed in the store in Ko-Fi now. They're available now, so you can go and download them if you remember. What else have I got? Man, where do I start? All right, let's just start with what's coming next week. So next week we've got, and I've split everything up so that you can sort of, you don't have to download it all. You're not digging around for it. So we've got our pretty little envelopes. These are coming out next week. And tags, and on the back of the tags. Now, I've printed this on 200 GSM. It is A4. Everything that I design works reasonably well on A4 as well. So don't worry if you can't get the US letter paper. And I've backed this one just with one of the pattern papers. It's so gentle colours I put on the back of the tags. So that's our tags and envelopes kit. That will be out next week. Next up, what have I got? Ephemera. So this is the ephemera kit. It's 8 pages long. There's 8 pages in it. Quite a few of them are kind of little projects. So these are envelopes with little postcards that go in. Lots of labels and tags and things. Like those, the little frames, they're so cute. I can't wait to use those on this kit. More little envelopes and some, what do you call them? Little film strips there. Okay, what's next? Oh, more labels. So this kit, I added a little label that is the kit name. So what I was finding was I've got all my journals lined up and I can only see the spines, and I'm starting to forget which one's which. So I thought, okay, I'm going to put a little Cornflower Cottage label there. That's going to go on my spine, which means that I'll be able to identify which journal this is when I go looking for it. Alrighty. Another little project. I'm going to have fun making this one. Isn't she gorgeous? Just such gorgeous images in this kit, guys. And more tags, kind of big ones. I did these on the 200 GSM paper as well. And these big ones as well with the writing on top. Just so pretty. and a little set of the little cards. So these ones are good just to sort of tuck in little bits and pieces here and there. They just give it that vintage feel. So that's our ephemera kit. Let me put those to the side. Sorting out. What am I up to? Next up is our folio kit. So this will be out next week too. These folios are just beautiful. The folios have sort of my signature gold border around the outside, which I think just sort of elevates things just a little bit. Obviously you can go around and ink as well, which just makes it real pretty. So these are my folios. There are 4 bases in the kit and a lot of pockets. So folios is really kind of pockets and bases. And then the ephemera is separate, so you can kind of pick and choose what you put together. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and this is a beautiful garden walk-through one. I love that image. And 4. So you don't have to print all 4. You can just decide which ones you want to print. I've printed the 4 out. I'm going to put 2 in, kind of glue 2 into my journal, and the other 2 I'm just going to make up as sort of standalone that I can tuck in maybe with a belly band. I love this girl. This is how I feel on weekends. Very sleepy and, just want to have a little relax. So that's my folio fronts, and then I have printed the backs. All these papers are included in the folio kit for you. So there's 1, 2, 3 and 4. So these are designed to stick things on. They're just really just to give it a bit of depth, but also kind of vague enough that you can do some pasting. Alrighty, so they're the folio bases. Then we've got all our pockets, pockets and doors. So these ones are all just printed on plain copy paper, but there are quite a few of them, and I just tend to work them through. They're originally designed, they do stand alone with the folios, but you can just work them through your kit as well. You don't have to put them in the folios. So quite a few pages of these, so I'll just show you through. Just so pretty. Look at her, isn't she gorgeous? Alrighty. And there's a mix of sort of just botanical prints and the flowers and our beautiful girls. So that one. I love this one. It's just simple, but just has a bit of depth to it, I think. And these ones, loving the damask. And more botanicals. And these are our flaps. So these stick in this side and then it'll open up. Obviously I haven't cut them out just yet. 3 on this page. I have backed it with the dark so that when you open it up, you've got something to stick on. It's not just white. So I've backed that one. And these are our lovely doors. These ones are going to be opening that way. So there's 2 sets of those, and I've backed it with the beautiful green. So that's our folio kit and all the pockets. We're getting there, man. Guys, I don't know how long I've been going for, but we're not even halfway there, I don't think. This is a big kit, I have to say. All right, so folio kit done. The next are our beautiful ATC cards. These, I'm only showing 3 pages of them, but there are actually 5 pages of these in the kit, so you can really mix and match what you'd like to do. There are postcard ones that sort of have the postcard overlay. I've backed this with one of the backings from another kit. Obviously, if you're a member, you get everything that I'm showing off today. There are sort of more standard cards. I put some gardeners in and some of our beautiful girls again. And the last one that I printed out is here. So, and I've backed that one and I've backed this one too, just with some of the beautiful papers from the pattern paper kit. So the pattern paper kit is out already. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. I'm glad you like it. Alrighty. So next up, there are cards. One of our little things that I know folks really loved when I did them before was a little mini folio. So there's a little mini folio kit coming for this one. Thank you, Dawn. And thanks, Jane. I'm glad you're here. It's lovely to actually sort of interact with some people. Alrighty, what was I saying? Folio kit. So yeah, little mini folio kit. So this is a lot of fun to put together. I did have some good feedback, so I included another one this time round. Alrighty, next in our kit, gosh, we're getting there, but I think we're maybe a little over halfway, is the page pockets. So these are something I've only been doing for the last couple of months, maybe. And I'm actually really liking them. They add a bit of depth to your journal. So they sort of start out like this. You fold them, and then there's a sort of extra, you'll see. Got 2 tabs on either side, 1 tab here, 1 tab here. 1 tab you use to stick to the page, and the other used to stick in your journal. So these are great just to add a kind of an extra interactive page feature. So this kit has 2 of these. I printed out the backing paper that comes with these kits just so that I can line, this is a window, so I can line this section of the window so you're not seeing white on the other side. So rather than kind of print the whole backing page, I've added added in like this. Dawn, not all of it's out yet. It will be released week by week over the next couple of weeks. All the character papers are out. The pattern papers are out. The writing papers are out. I think there's something like 120 pages are up, and the covers, just so that everybody can kind of craft along. We do tend to put things out in stages. It just becomes a little bit less overwhelming then, and you can just sort of keep an eye on what's coming out this week. Obviously, if you miss it, it's still there for you a bit later on. Oh, thank you, Rosemary. So backing paper for the page pockets. I'm going to try, I don't think I've actually done a video yet of the page pockets, of putting them together. So this time round, I'm really going to aim to do that fairly early on so that you can all see how they go together and what they look like, rather than just as a finished item. So these are little doors. Again, you can use them as doors. They do sit, they're the same size as our pages. So when you stick this in, this little thing here, you can put this on the inside so it just hides that joint. And they work quite well, and then you can use them as pockets too. I've also got these ones turned out so cute, these lovely little cartouches and a bit of tape. So this kit, I think it's a 7-page kit. There's some pockets as well, and just some little bits of different shaped ephemera. These ones are kind of cool, being in the 3. You can have them as tiny little folio. And these are the cards that come with this kit. I love these. They are so pretty. I was just ecstatic when I finished them and just took a look and just thought, oh man, they're just adorable. Alrighty, and I've just backed them again with some of the backing paper. Rosemary, I'm so glad you like the backing papers. That's really good to hear. And more cards. So these are the big cards that'll go in the pages themselves, and some just little pulls so you've got something to pull them out with. Alrighty, so that's our page pocket kit. Next up is something I haven't done for a little while, but I love these, and this is the mini envelopes. So we've got a belly band there, and then we've got, I think there are 7 mini envelopes that I put together, and then you can sort of put them on the belly band, and it gives you quite an interactive little spot. Also some little price stickers as well in with this one. There is a big envelope that comes in with it, with a liner, which is really cute. More little envelopes, so you've got those 6 to put down, and then one big one to put in behind. And our lovely stamps, which these are tricky, a little bit tricky to do, but I love them, and they give you something that then you can kind of just put through the rest of your journal. So make them up, cut them out, and then just stick them in, which is kind of fun. And some little words. This is the backing that comes with the envelope kit. So we've got cards. I try and save a little bit of ink this way. Obviously, you could print on the other side of this to back these cards, but I find if I do them in regular copy paper, I'm off camera, regular copy paper, and then stick them back to back with something like that, I can then kind of turn them into a little pocket as well if I want to. It gives it that rigidity, having the double thickness, and it means I'm not, printing on the back of all of this when I don't need to. It just saves a little bit of ink. I'm always aware of the fact that these things are not cheap, and try and reduce the cost where I can. Alrighty, my loves, we are getting there. We've still got a few little things to go, but we're getting close to the end now, which is good. So that's our beautiful stamps and envelopes kit. Next up, these are, what have I got? Hidden paper clips. So these are so pretty. I'm loving this light blue here. So there's 2 of those. Normally my kits have 2. Oh, I've lost the other one. It's in here somewhere. So, and we've got pockets and little ephemera to go in. Here's another one. And so you can print these on cardstock. It's is a little bit easier to make. I've actually printed these on regular paper, and I might just put a bit of backing in these bits. These bits are better on regular paper, so it's a bit of a mix. You can go about it either way though. It's really up to you to decide how you want to make them. Backing paper again, I've printed this out just so that I can back some of these little bits of ephemeras. And then we've got our mini ephemera that go into our hidden paper clips. So, and I've backed this. This is one of the writing paper pages. I just sort of wanted something a bit lighter on the back. There are some lighter ones in the backing papers, but not sort of the empty. So I just wanted a bit of empty kind of on the back. There are paper clips. Oh, and we're doing another one of the tag, like the tie tag things, which we've done before, which I think everybody loved. So this one is going to turn out so pretty. This is just regular copy paper. This is the backing of the tag. So these ones will sit on top to give us that lovely edge, and on top of the back once we've cut it out. So I have backed that with this pretty backing. So that's another little project. I do try and put in quite a few projects so that if you've just got half an hour or an hour, you can just grab something and make it up. You'll have something finished by the end of your time, which sometimes I know a big journal can be a bit intimidating, particularly when there's lots of pieces. So sometimes it's fun just to do something little and to get that dopamine hit of having something finished that you can look at and think, hey, yeah, look, that is so cute and I made that. It's a good feeling. So I try and include, a few different little projects in the kit so that you can just do the little projects if you don't feel like you want to do a whole journal. Alrighty, so that's the tie tags, that's what I'm calling them. And last but not least, a little sneak peek of these are the freebies for this kit. So we have a triple envelope, which is so cute. We have, now these are fun. I haven't shown these so much. But these are kind of big tags, but you can concertina them up, you can turn them into double-sided ones, you can turn them into little books. There are lots of options with these that I think it might be fun to explore. So we're going to make one of those. I'm going to do my best to capture it on camera, and we'll see how we go. But yeah, I've really enjoyed using these in the past, so I thought we'd put one of those in this kit. And our beautiful loaded tag, another just one pager. This section folds up under to back it. Yeah, alrighty. Another little freebie that we'll give away during the month is our little labels, little money labels, which are kind of cool just to stick on things. And everyone loved the bread envelopes last month for July, so I've done some bread envelopes too for Cornflower Cottage. So these are our Friday freebies. You're getting a sneak peek, and they'll be released, every Friday throughout August. All right, we made it. Thank you for sticking with me for that. It was a long time. I have no idea how long I've been talking for. I'm going to go and get myself a cup of tea. Thanks, everyone. I'm just so excited to share this kit with you. It's been one of the ones that it's been so hard to not sort of say, hey guys, look what I've done. This is so cute. So I'm really, as you can tell, I'm so excited to take you along on the journey with me to build this journal. Thanks everyone, and have a lovely day.